Afternoon, YouTube. Holy Sasquatch here. I know it's been a long minute since I've made a video, and that'll have to be a video in and of itself. But it seemed like the opportune time, as I'm sitting down here on the Cispus River, to make a video or two about some of the experiences I've had that I hadn't talked about or shared before, because they were like yeah, the weird ones, you know. If you're out here long enough, weird stuff starts happening. But anyways, so that's my motivation to make this video. I thought I'd share a story that basically I'd consider, and I really don't give a shit, take it or leave it, and I don't even like calling it woo, but on the weird side of things, I got zapped and kind of lost time. This is one of the stories anyways. So I was down here in Gifford. Let me digress. I'm down here in Gifford right now, as you can see, sitting on the Cispus River, and I'm telling you, life doesn't get any better than this. That AstroTurf is for the dog. Helps keep her feet from getting so muddy in the camper. Mine too. Alright, anyways, back to the story. So yeah, this is several years ago now. And I've been solo camping down here for probably over a decade. I'm not sure. I don't really keep track of time very well. But so yeah, I was riding down here on Gifford. I was down here solo camping on Thumper. And man, I've explored so much of this area on that motorcycle. It's been a blessing to have that bike and to be able to see some of the stuff I've seen. Nonetheless, I was down here. It was summertime, and I was coming in on the 23, not too far in. And anyways, you can go up to, it's called Lone Tree Mountain, and I've been up there a few times. I got just a sec. I've been up there more than a few times on Thumper. And any of these roads you go up, there's all these little cut roads off to the side, and you just go fishing, see what's going on. Does it go anywhere? Brushed in? You know, it's always an adventure. Sometimes you get screwed, and it's a pain in the ass to turn around, but nonetheless, it's all part of the deal. So I'm going up Lone Tree Mountain, and I'm fishing all these little roads, seeing what's going on, and I hit this one. So I was going in, and this road was on the right hand side. I haven't explored too much of the stuff that goes down off it, anyways, to the left. I was fishing on the right. I had done about probably 3 or 4 roads in, and I hit this one. It was kind of grassy right away, but you could tell it was an old 2-track. So I ride in, and I'm thinking, well, I'll just go until the road's gone or whatever. So I get in there, and it goes back a minute, dude. It went back a minute. And then I came to the proverbial end of the road. There's a tree across the old 2-track, which is still going pretty good. The grass is like 3 feet tall, but it's like, it's a good road. Anyways, I hit the tree. I see that tree, and I turn my bike around, turn Thumper around, and I like, all right, I'm taking a break right here. Let's see what's going on. And so I hop off the bike. I don't recall taking off my helmet, but I'm sure that I did. Anyways, as soon as I hopped off the bike, dismounted on the left after doing a 180, and right away I see like a trail going into the woods. And there's like game trails, and then there's Sasquatch trails, and obviously one's wider than the other, and sometimes they're, in close proximity to each other. But anyways, right away I noticed the trail, and I'm like, what? And there was something shiny over there, so I walked right over to it. I even got pictures, and it was an old pull tab Pepsi can, and I thought, holy shit, that's crazy, and I'm going in right here. I bet it's a good video. I bet I can make a good video. So I pulled out my phone, and as soon as I walked in, like I cleared the first 10 yards of shit to get into the woods, through the trail, but it opened up, and right away there's sticks in the woods, and it's like this giant fucking bowl. And I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm making a video for sure now. And like as soon as I thought that, I don't know what the hell happened. This is the shitty part. Bear with me. So, and I was that excited. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm for sure making a video. Like the pop can was the key. Now I'm in there, and I'm like, yep, I'm definitely making a video. As I scan the area from right to left, then all of a sudden, I'm having anxiety, and I realize that I'm wandering in the woods, which is the exact freaking thing you ain't supposed to be doing. But I'm moving, and I don't know where I'm at, and I don't know what is going on. And I was like, holy shit, and I just could hear my inner voice saying, stop moving, dude, stop moving. So I finally stopped moving, and I don't even know how long I had been moving for, but I was aware of it, and it was like I couldn't control it. It was the weirdest shit, dude. So I finally stopped moving, and I'm like, all right, reality check, let's assess what's going on. And that's when I realized I'm in the woods, and I don't know where the hell I'm at. Like, I don't know what woods I'm in. And I've been in a lot of woods, and I've been in a lot of places, and to draw a blank to where I'm at was like very humbling and caused some anxiety, to say the least. And so I just sat there for a minute, and I'm like, all right, I don't know where the hell I'm at, but let me find my motorcycle. Then I'm like, holy shit, I've been wandering. Like, how far did I wander? And I could see this little nub up in front of me, this little ridge. And I'm like, I bet Thumper's on the other side of that. If I just go up and over that ridge, I'll find my bike and I'll figure this shit out. But I gotta find my bike so I can get the fuck out of here. So I basically beeline from where I was at up over the little ridge, and I would immediate letdown, more anxiety. I'm lost like shit, and I'm like, where's Thumper? And I'm like, I'm in this, like, it looks like kind of like a cul-de-sac, but it ain't. So it's like where they turn around logging trucks back in the day or something. And I'm like, all right, well, Thumper's not here. It looks like it goes up this way. So I went up to the left, to my left, and I'm like, my bike has got to be up here. And probably like, dude, it was a minute. It was like another 200 yards. Like, I walked a ways without knowing what the fuck was going on. And that's concerning in and of itself. But nonetheless, I found Thumper, and I felt relief. And I'm like, all right, now I got to get the hell out of here. And then I'm like, oh, where am I again? And I'm like trying to figure that out. And at first I thought I was like riding around on Fort Lewis down at home in Thurston County. And that made me feel good for a minute, because I thought, well, all the roads at Fort Lewis lead to the, somewhere, so I'll be fine, and I just got to get going. And then I'm still sitting there thinking, I'm like, nah, that ain't right, dude. This forest doesn't look right. This ain't Fort Lewis. And then it dawned on me that I'm in Gifford National Forest, and for like I can't even begin to explain how insignificantly small I felt that I'm in Gifford National Forest, and I have no freaking clue like where I'm at. Like, that's humbling, dude. So I'm just completely discombobulated. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm hopping on Thumper, and I'm getting the fuck out of here, and I'm just gonna follow this road, and I'll figure it out. Hop on my bike. Nothing looks familiar. I have no idea. I'm just going up this road, and obviously there's only one way to go because there's a tree. I had turned my bike around. Excuse me. Just a sec, let me get a drink of coffee here. It's probably cold. So I'm on Thumper, and I'm just poking up this road, looking around, hoping something will like jog my memory, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm in Gifford, and I'm lost like shit. So I follow this road back out, comes to a T. I have still no clue what's going on, and nor do I know which way to go. And I'm like, well, it's a 50-50 shot. So I turned right, and I went up the road about a quarter of a mile, and I ran into a big ass mud puddle and a hill. And I'm like, okay, I distinctly remember not going through a big mud puddle, and I don't remember that hill. So I turned back around, and now I'm still confused. And I vaguely remember even coming out of the woods. So, but I know where I'm at, as far as like, I just need to go straight. I popped out from wherever I was, and I knew that this was the wrong way. And if I turned around 180 degrees and followed that road and didn't do fuck all else, I'd be all right. So that's what I did. And about 20 minutes later, I'm coming back down the mountain now, and I have no idea where I'm at. I'm just riding down. You have, it's the craziest shit ever. One of, I got more, but so I'm riding down. I'm riding down the mountain, just fucking, it's a good ride, and I'm like looking around. Nothing looks familiar. I'm somewhere in Gifford, and about 20 minutes later, I see this little pond off to the left, and all of a sudden I'm like, boom, Lone Tree Mountain, holy shit, that was wild. Okay, I'm going back to camp. And I was like, whatever, I came back and had lunch. That was an early morning ride. But yeah, I don't know how long I was up. I don't know how long I was wandering around there. Before I realized it, it seemed like a little while. So I don't have like it wasn't like I looked at my watch when I stopped and got off the bike. But all of that took a minute, dude, I'm telling you. And I've never been so humbled and felt so small when I realized I'm in Gifford, and I don't know where the hell in Gifford I'm at. And I was like standing in the middle of the woods, no bike, no nothing, just me. It was crazy. So I definitely got zapped or something, I'm sure my ass I did. As soon as I walked in there, I upset somebody, something. And yeah, so I guess that's zapped at the end of a cut road when I found a old pull tab Pepsi can. So thanks for listening. I'm going to post a few more. I hope you'll tune back in and listen to those as well. And I hope that 2026 treats you well also. Until then, Holy Sasquatch out.